Good evening, everybody. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. And tonight we're going to make this cute little easel pop-up card. Folds flat for postage. And we're using one of the new stamp sets that I have, which is called, let me find it, Country Birdhouse. So I'll just move that up there. This is the stamp set that comes with it. So the Birdhouse, I've actually trimmed the bottom off it. There's some flowers, some quite nice sentiments. I like the mixed font, and then you can also get some matching dies. But for this card, I've just used the Birdhouse. Alright, so we're going to sorry, I'm getting lots of notifications. I'm just going to clear them all. Alright, so let me just get it up on my page so that I can see if anyone's there with me chatting. No, it's not come up yet. Please make sure I'm on the right page. Oh, there it is. Hi, Alison. Alright, so we've done easel cards before, and I thought, oh no, I won't do this one, but actually it's slightly different in that you're not doing lots of folding with your card base. You're putting an extra pop-up bit on there, so I thought it was quite sweet. So it folds flat. It's not too, it's not too thick to post, but it looks quite sweet. So we're actually going to do the exact same one. I have got all my bits and pieces, and I'm actually just going to use the Birdhouse stamp set again. And I've gone quite neutral, and used some browns. I wanted to use some design series paper for my Birdhouse, but I didn't actually have any that was suitable. So I've used, I don't know how well you can see this, but hi from the USA. Hi, Andrea. So I've used the wood grain embossing folder. I hope you're having a great time in the USA. It's obviously not too early in the morning. So we're going to, there's a couple of ways we can do this. These are my pieces for my front. Oh, and I just realised I didn't cut a piece to go in the middle. That's okay. And then this is our card base. So card base is our standard 5 7/8, but we're going to go only 6 inches instead. You could do it, this is where, just after midnight. So I'm going to cut this at 6 inches, which is, if you've got our trimmer, is just, it's funny, my video is not playing, but I'm still getting the notifications, the messages. So just right on this ledge here is 6 inches. So you can pop your piece in. You're not going to need that. You can use it later if you want to. And then what we're going to do is, I found the easiest way to come down to 4 1/8, or if you're using centimeters, it's 10.5 centimeters. 4 1/8. And then we're just going to score. So you end up with that. Okay, so you've got, what you could do is do your standard card fold it in the middle, and then cut that bit off. Whichever way works for you would work. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm just trying to get all my stuff so that I don't have to keep moving it around. I'm going to use the timber folder again, and I'm going to run through the pecan pie that I have. I might go this way, which is different to the way that I did it last time. And last time I actually embossed this piece on the back, which I'm not going to do this time. So I'm just going to go and do that. Oops. That's not going to work if they come out. sorry, I've got my little one here, but this embossing folder doesn't fit for the little one. And I actually have to double check, but I think, I don't think there's any embossing folders in any little ones in the new catalogue. So I'm just going to grab a piece of vanilla. It's going to go on the inside that I forgot to cut. But that is your standard, and I've only got thick vanilla. 5 5/8 by 3 7/8 is our 3 7/8. Can you see that? Nope. I'm a bit further back than I thought. So 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, which is the same width as our pieces that we've just put in there. And we're going to glue this in. So this is where you're going to have space to write. Alright. How much longer have you got to go, Andrea, out of your 5 weeks? It's been a few weeks now. No problem, Karen. Facebook doesn't always give a notification anymore, I've noticed. A few people have said that for a few weeks now, which is really annoying. Ooh, who did you go to, Andrea? So that's going to pop on there like that. So this is our larger piece. And I'll just pop this here so you can see it. So our card base is 6 by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8. The top layer, this one here, is 5 5/8 by 1 5/8. 2 weeks to go. Must be amazing. Then we've got one at 2 by 5 5/8, which is going to go here. Now if you wanted to, you could leave like a little border at the top, at the bottom I mean. That will then mean that you meet that meets up there. It wouldn't look so odd because you've got your piece that's going to go there anyway. Have you got family over there, Andrea? Is that why you're there? Or there's just something happening there that you're enjoying? If you're based in Oregon? Or is that your point that then you're going to go from there and come back? Alright, and then we've got one more piece. What's that? 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. Oh, that's this piece here. Priscilla was her name. Ah, did you enjoy it? That's fun that you managed to get one of those in. Alright, so we're going to pop this on the top here. No, we're not going to pop that on yet. I'm going to pop the bottom one on. Don't put the top one on yet, Kelley, because we're not finished with the top half. So we're going to flip that over, and I'm actually going to leave a bit of a gap here to give. There we go. Alright, so that's those pieces there. 1, 2, 3, and then our base. Alright, so I'll put those with the. And then now we've got 3 pieces here which are going to be part of our easel. And this is why we can't put this down yet. So this piece here is our base, which makes our easel piece, which I've called the bottom. It's 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and you're going to score in half. So 3 1/2. I didn't make that easy for myself, did I? So 3 1/2. Half of 3 is 1 1/2. So if you've got half again, it's 1 1 3/4. There you go. Not that hard actually, Kelley. We're doing photo time or some athletics meets just like we do at home. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's nice that you had 4 cards. Well, don't send them to me. Just send me some photos. Then you've got some cards to keep and send while you're away. Alright, so we're going to score that in half. Because it's square, it doesn't matter which side you do it on. This is going to sit here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it lined up here. And I'm going to... I want my score line to be just under that because it's going to fold up. Essentially, it's like that. So you want the... when I was doing it, I wanted that fold line to be just below the cut line so that it sits nicely when it's folding. Okay, so we're going to glue that. You want it centered here, and then I want to put that fold line just below. So you can fold it back. Alright, so if it pops up, it's just below. And then I'm going to glue here. Not too much because we don't want it oozing out everywhere. And then pop that down. I just got it all over my finger. Smart. Oh, haha. Yeah, sorry. Good. That's good. Not that I don't appreciate cards being sent to me, but it's a class you paid for. You want to keep your cards so that you've got them. Alright, and now our top piece, which might want a little bit more glue there, is going to come, and so it sits on top of this. Hi Glynis, how are you? Alright, so that sits like that. Okay, then what we've got are these 2 pieces here, and this one here, you can't actually see it on the card, which I have embossed it. I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference, so I'm actually not going to emboss it. These 2 pieces, the vanilla and the pecan pie, get stuck together. Now, if you were going to, I've die cut and stamped on and cut it out. If you were going to stamp directly on this piece, I would probably not stick it down until you've stamped on it. Alright, so it gives you like that. Now, because we want part of this to stand up, we're actually only going to put glue on this part here at the bottom, and I've got glue on my hands, and then we're going to put glue on the bottom of this. Now, if you had stamped on it, you want to put glue on the bottom half, not the top half. Alright, so I'm just going to put some glue here, and then we're just going to center that with a nice edge around it. It's got a nicer wider edge than my other one. And we'll just hold that in place for a few minutes. Okay, and then that will pop up when it opens. So it kind of automatically does it. Now it does kind of just sit, because there's that little ridge with your matte piece, your decoration. These pieces here that I've used, you could use designer series paper for. I just didn't have any that worked in with the card colours that I wanted to use. So these are the top, these are the 3 layers, the matte sizes. So the top one is your vanilla, which is 3 by 2 3/4. Then the pecan pie is 3 1/4 by 3. And then the early espresso is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. 10 degrees. I thought it was supposed to be going into summer over there, Andrea, or spring, because we're going into autumn, winter. But they were the opposite. Alright, so for our stamps, I thought I cleaned them, but they hasn't come off very well. It's not coming off at all. Alright, so I'm going to stamp the birdhouse, and because it's quite tall and our card is not very wide, so if I was to put that on there it would take up all of the space, and I don't want it hanging off the bottom there because then it won't hold up in an easel. I'm just cutting the bottom half off. I quite liked the little are they fleur de lis? What does that say? No, I don't think so. Hoping you have the best day ever. Yeah. Hello, friend. Maybe I'll put flowers on instead of. Oh no, we'll leave the birds. And so I'll do the bird. I'm not usually a bird fan, but oh, that's so typical, isn't it? Everything's up and everything's all messed up with our seasons. Oops, that's the wrong way, that's why. Good to know that it's not just New Zealand seasons that are all messed up, that it's kind of across the world. Well, not good, but you know, it's not just us. Okay, so I've got a piece of crumb cake that I'm going to use to stamp my birdhouse. I'm just going to get a piece of scrap, and I'm going to use early espresso. Sorry, I'm a bit out of your camera. I obviously don't have it as low down today. Okay. And as long as you get the top part properly, it'll be fine. I don't need to worry about that because I'm going to cut it off. I could have stamped all that way down so that it's not in the way, but okay, that one done. And then I've got some little bits here. This piece I added and I didn't put the instructions for, or the measurements for. That's just an offcut of a strip that I've got, that I've had. So I don't think, oh yeah, I did use that, but I'm going to close it anyway. Alright, so bringing in my little mini, I'm going to cut the pieces. Now, where did I put the knives? I'm going to use this piece here, this little bit here, and house, and the bird. I'm also going to cut out one of those center pieces. So a few little bits to cut. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut the house. And it fits quite nicely in the mini. Obviously you could, if you wanted to if you don't have the mini, in the large one you would be able to cut all of the pieces at the same time. That didn't work. Just trying to get it as low down as possible. Alright, so we're going to pop that through. There, just because it's easier for the camera, I'm going to put that there. So in the pecan pie, I'm going to pop my roof piece, and this one here cuts out the circle, and then it also cuts out a little circle there, and it has the smaller circle which I cut out, but then found that I actually didn't really need it, so I'm just going to cut that because one, I covered my bird, and two, Should I go vanilla on the top? No, let's do this. Let's go vanilla there. And let's do the crumb cake. No, I'm not using the crumb cake for that. I mean, not the crumb cake. I'm going to change it and I'm going to do vanilla. I found that there was another piece that could go in there and it was kind of like a waste of time. So I'm not doing that bit again today. But I'm going to use some early espresso. And I'm going to use early espresso as the little cutout bit too. So I'm just going to pop all of those bits in and run them through. Somewhere safe so I don't lose it, because that would not be fun. Put the dyes away when you're finished. And then that's one bit, that's another bit, and then that's another bit. And I should have, before I did that, I should have stamped my bird. But oops, that's interesting. 1, 2. Just going to stick with 2. Why has that gone underneath there? Okay. So let's cut the little bird out. There is only one bird die, but that's okay. And just run it through a couple of times. And the last one. Oh, whoops. So, exciting times because the catalogue goes live on the 1st. Is that Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Oh, what date is it? 28th today, 29th, 30th. So on Wednesday, the new catalogue goes live. Exciting! There's a really good joining special if you have a big wish list, like more than $189 worth of product, and you can afford to put it all through at the same time. If you join, usually it's $189. You get free shipping, and then you actually get to spend $285 worth. So you get basically just like $95 or $94 free. At the moment, you still get that, plus you'll get this massive in colour kit, which I haven't seen for a long time. That is one of the reasons that I joined, is because I got that. So you'll get a mixed pack of card, you'll get the 5 in colour ink pads, you'll get some pads, DSP, and you will get the marker pens, not the blends but the water-based markers. That'll be completely free on top of your order. So if it is something that you've been considering, it's definitely May is the month to do that. Alright, so we're just going to stamp as close to the center as I can get it, top and bottom, and then left and right. Alright, and then it's got, sorry, my hair is falling out all over me, and then it's got these cute little, which way is that? Yep, cute little decorations. I'm just going to stamp either side. Pretty good, Cal, if I do say so myself. So also from the 1st of May, I have got, it's interesting, a lot of people do it before and close it on the 1st, but I've got the In Colour Club, where you will get once a month for 5 months, you'll get the an ink pad, designer series paper, I can't remember what else, so I have to look it up. I think it's $35 a month for 5 months, and it's a great way to get all of your all of the ink colours, because it is quite a big outlay. So if you live close to me, there's no extra shipping on the price, but if you don't, then it's just shipping to you, which, you know, you can combine it. So I find picking my ink up off a block, which is not really working for, oh yeah, there you go, I've done it too much now, gives a bit of a smoother blend rather than straight from the pad. So I just did a little bit of blending around the bottom of that. I'm going to then put, also from the 1st of May, not March, from the 1st of May, I will have my paper share open. Again, so many people I see online have it, and it closes the 1st of May. I know. Oh, Alison, that would be terrible. Yes, we just have to get creative with your storage so that you don't end up with lots of stuff everywhere and feel overwhelmed. Yes, that would be terrible to not be able to have stuff. I'm happy to help you, just yell out. When does it go on the when's the auction? Where are your neighbours moving to? That's such a beautiful house you both have got next door to each other like that. It's a shame because it'll probably be getting knocked down. Alright, so I've just put, there is another one that's like thin, which you could see in the stamp. June 6th. Oh, not far away. That's very quick. But I found that I didn't actually need that, even though last time I cut it. And so this is the little hole for the bird house that it lives in. Oh, they don't know yet? Okay. Alright, I'm just going to brush over some. You can probably hear Piper in the background. She's trying to get her head into being at school tomorrow. Not very successfully by all accounts. Alright, so let's put one here. And you'll see I didn't do any blending on my first card. I just did it on this one, because I thought it just lifts it a little bit and it creates a little bit of texture. And I'm just going to pop him over the top of the house, and then this is going to go on here. So I'm just going to line that up there. You want to make sure that whatever you're putting on doesn't go over the top there or down here. If you want it to meet down here, then make your panels longer, okay? Otherwise it might look a little bit funny, which is why I cut my base off, is if you have it hanging over like that, it might look a little bit funny. And then it will interfere with your panel, okay? So I'm going to dimensional this. Oh, I pulled off the backing instead of the dimensional. Yes, it's going to be a shock to the system tomorrow morning, that's for sure. We don't usually close our blinds in the summer, and so it's quite nice waking up to the sun. You know, it's not too intense of a change. And now the last couple of days we've started closing our blinds because it's got a bit cooler. And I slept till 11:15 this morning. It gave me a fright. So now I'm a little bit worried about getting up tomorrow for work. So I've probably put an excessive amount on this because it's quite thin. I want to keep it quite sturdy and well supported. So I've put 5. It's probably a little bit much, but you actually don't need to have it as big as this either. It's up to you how much. You might have a sentiment and a punch and just punch your sentiment out like that. I've just gone for a little banner across the bottom like that, and then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to press it down, and then that just helps it to sit a bit better. It was sitting anyway, but it just helps it sit a bit better. Yeah, so that, oh no, let's put our little friend under here, like that. Card 2, card 1, hopefully you can see them alright. Like I said, you could use designer series paper. You could use just embossed cardstock. You can just do plain cardstock. It's up to you. But that's our card. What I'll quickly do is just get you some more information about, so that when it comes out you'll have the basics. Where's my drive? So 2 things happening is paper share. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of designer series paper. You will get 1 of each design from each pack, giving you 78 pieces of 6x6, and it is $55 and shipping to you. There's some really pretty ones. I'm not supposed to show you, so I won't. Thank you, Andrea. And then the in colour share is 5 months. So the paper share is just a once off payment, and then shipping to you is extra if you don't pick up from me. The in colour club, or the in colour share, each month you'll get an ink pad, 4 sheets of A4 card, 1 Stampin' Right marker, a sampler of DSP, and then in the 5th month from me you'll get a free gift of some matching gems, glitter gems. That is going to be $40 inclusive of everything, and then if you are not local to me, sending to you will be extra. So that will just depend on where you live. At the end of the 5 months you'll have a mixed pack of cards, so you'll have 4 sheets of all 5 colours, you'll have all 5 ink pads, all 5 Stampin' Right markers, plus the little packet that it comes in. I'm I'm going to send that with one particular colour so that I know that everyone's got one, and you'll end up with the DSP from each month too. So that's going to come up on my page on the 1st of May. And please get in touch. Nothing will be ordered until the shares are full. So the in colour share needs to have 5 people. Yes, but you're not that far. We can find a midway point, Alison. You won't be that far. But that, yes, I know it's just a little bit. It's exciting for you. I'm so stoked for you that you've found somewhere that you really like, and I know that you love the beach, so being close to the beach will be great for you. Alright, so those are the 2 things that will come out on the 1st of May. If you still if you haven't seen me and you would like a catalogue, or you haven't, thank you Alison, or you haven't mentioned that you'd like a catalogue and you're not local to me but you would like one posted out, please do get in touch. I have got some here that I can pop in the post, or I can drop off to you, or you can pick up. If you can pick up, that would be even better. But if you're around where I'm going to be, then I'm happy to drop it off. Yeah, there we go. So that's the end of that. Alright, I'm going to let you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and go and get ready for work tomorrow. Take care. Hope you have a go at this card. I know it's not terribly fanciful, but it's kind of a nice mid in between. And it was one that I watched Dawn Griffith from Dawn Stampin, Stampin Thoughts, she calls herself, which I quite like her creations. So yeah, there you go. Get in touch if I can help you with anything. Thank you, Alison. I'm sure I will. It's going to be a busy first week, but it always is a busy week in school, isn't it? Yeah, and I will catch you next Sunday night. Bye for now.